In this video, we're looking at the structure of a conclusion in a persuasive essay. Referring back to the structure of our essay, the purpose of a conclusion is to tell us what you have told us. We're going to be using the same plan as previous videos to construct our conclusion, and the bits we're going to make most use of are the topics associated with each paragraph and the different reasons that we discuss. There are 4 parts to the structure of a conclusion: a sentence that brings discussion back to your essay topic, a summary sentence for each paragraph, a sentence that connects all paragraphs back to the main essay topic, and a statement of action, reflection, or recommendation. Now we're breaking down the 4 sections of a conclusion. The first part is a sentence that brings discussion back to your essay topic. At this point, you've written 3 different paragraphs talking about different reasons to support your point, and in order to sum them all up, you want to bring everyone back to considering what your topic is. In my example, the topic is that cats should be banned. A simple example for an opening sentence of a conclusion is this: as we've discussed, cats should be banned. What we're really saying is that everything that we've written about up to this point has been leading to a discussion of this overall topic. If I go a little bit fancier with my language, it reads, our examination has illustrated the importance of banning cats in Australia. What you can see in this case is I'm still just bringing the overall discussion back to my topic. That's the most important thing when it comes to this structure. For the second part of the structure, we want to write one summary sentence for each paragraph. That means if you've done 3 paragraphs, you're going to write 3 sentences. If you've got a longer essay that you're writing for another reason, you might have more sentences to capture extra paragraphs. To do this section properly, I'm going to need to refer to my plan. I'm only going to write 1 sentence in this video, but the approach I'm taking would be applied to all of your different paragraphs. I've copied the information up to the top of the screen, so you can see that the paragraph I'm trying to summarise was about environmental impact, and the reasons were about cats killing local wildlife, the fact that they're natural predators, and how they can upset dogs in the neighbourhood. Here's my example. We have shown how their innate predatory behaviour has seen a significant decrease in local bird species and wildlife. If you look closely at this example, you can see how I've made mention of predatory behaviour and the fact that they kill local wildlife. In this case, I've made reference to 2 of the 3 reasons that were in my paragraph. Sometimes it's about making a judgment about whether the sentence is too long or too convoluted. In this case, I've made a judgment that just having those 2 elements present gives a fair overview of what I discussed in the paragraph. Once I've written 1 sentence for each of my paragraphs, then I write another sentence that connects all paragraphs back to the main essay topic. This is really similar to the sentence that started the conclusion, and it's really functionally doing the same thing. I'm trying to say that all of these quick reasons that I just summed up lead us back to that same point. In my example, I've written, all of these negative impacts can be easily reduced if we agree to ban cats in Australia. You notice I've brought this back to my question, but I've changed around the wording so it sounds different in the way that I'm presenting it. As a last stage of the conclusion, we generally end with a statement of action, reflection, or recommendation. A person's been reading all of our words up to this point, but they don't necessarily understand what it is we expect them to do with this. So leading out of an essay with a statement of action gives them a sense of purpose and makes it relevant to them. In my example, I've written, if we want to live in a sustainable natural environment, then action needs to be taken to remove these animals from our community. You'll notice in this case that I've used a combination of cause and effect and inclusivity to make my point. When I put all of these sections together, I get my finished conclusion. You notice in this example that there's additional sentences in there to represent the paragraphs that I didn't summarise previously. As part of your assessment, there's exemplars available for you to check out. This is an exemplar about polystyrene products. And if I look closely at the structure, I can see that the 4 sections of a conclusion are clearly illustrated in the way that it's written. There's a high-level exemplar of the same thing that you're welcome to read through. Even though the language is fancier and there's more information being shared, I can see that it still maintains the 4 areas related to how we write a conclusion. Hopefully you can use this structural guide to create your own conclusion and make sure that all of your areas are clear, distinct, and effectively put together.